The enlightenment chases. The enlightenment chases. We are the enlightenment chasers. Royalties of peace. We are stealing the storms back to peace that has no storm while holding on to perfect peace. We are stealing the storms back to peace that has no storm, holding on to perfect peace. This is episode 56 of the Golden Age podcast, Wednesday, July 3rd of 2025, by Maris Freelefan. On a journey to celebrating the 4th of July, which is tomorrow, preparing our minds of what to expect, of a new birth, of every new year. It's a humble beginning, a time to reinstate of being, a time to advance, a time to readjust our mind and time. His Excellency, President Trump, has been in the administration for about 6 months now, about half of the year of 2025, with so much impact and force of shifting, affecting the whole world. The city on the hill. We are the city on the hill, to which all cities in the valleys look up to. So when we talk about the United States of America, we are not only talking about a nation on its own, but a multicultural world built for the right. Built for the right. Therefore, celebrating this Independence Day affects the whole world's celebration of independence. This independence, the freedom of mental slavery, the freedom from mental slavery. This independence is the freedom from mental slavery. I'm sorry, however, we want to occupy our minds with the celebration of the Independence Day of the United States of America. It is not like any other of nations we know. The Independence Day of the United States of America is not the Independence Day of the United Kingdom in Europe. It is not the Independence Day of Germany. It is not the Independence Day of South Africa. It is not the Independence Day of Cameroon. It is the world's Independence Day. Very significant. Other nations may have some similarities of what we expect during the celebration of a nation's Independence Day. But we must enable the significance of the Independence Day of the United States of America, which is worldwide celebrating. For the sake of the young, to establish an expected root, an expected foundation on their journey of citizenship. His Excellency President Donald Trump, on the Supreme Court of the United States, in the federal judiciary of the United States, concerning the birthright citizenship, ruling in the USA at such a time like this, celebrating the Independence Day in 2025, marking if not about 250, maybe even above 250 years of acknowledgement of independence. This independence, the declaration from the separation from Britain, the separation from the world, is being the light of the world, not against it. It's time to assist the young ones to grasp the true purpose of our journey, of humanity achieving enlightenment. We are the enlightenment chasers. Enough of the contradictions or candy wrappers around the candy. Let the children know what the candy is, so we do not come again to a place like this, dismantling and wrestling each other, and confused in front of the young when we are supposed to be the leaders. How do the young follow a leader confused, if not of the right mind given? Yes, we trust no one, but we care for each other. How do we care for each other? By applying the truth. So when one falls short of knowledge or deficit, when one becomes of deficit, the other can rescue, no matter the age. Truth knows no age. And the truth is not limited to any age, because the truth is peaceful. Even the young can keep it for the sake of the adults who may struggle with depression on the way, seeking for assistance. Will be surprised who that one will be to stretch their hand and give the key that will open the door. Imagine a father and a daughter on their way to the grocery store, and the father, on getting out of the car, mistakenly locks the door and locks the baby inside. But thank goodness, one of the windows had an opening, and the child was able to stretch their hand, get the key, and give it to their father, and give it to her father to open the door from outside. An unexpected rescue, needing not an alarm. And even if he didn't tell anyone, no one will know. The human world is amazing. There might be no superpowers, but we have an order of merit. we must follow with the right mind. Even the young are also at work. But their work should be of paradise, should be of smart work and not hard work. We may be struggling with depression, should not affect the young. Birthright citizenship is a very disturbing case in the United States of America today. And the blame cannot go on the child, but rather the parents to think of what they are doing to their own child. Aware, even legally conceived in the United States of America, is a problem if that of the other is a problem. Amazingly, United States of America speaks technically and not directly. USA speaks indirectly and never directly because we are the authority. Can never be addressed directly, but indirectly. Reading in between the lines. You must be smart. You must be vigilant. You must have common sense to be a citizen of the United States of America. Upright. Aware the one laying down is a patient that must recover and not dead. Birthright citizenship rolling in the USA at such a time like this in 2025. The federal judiciary of USA interfering normal functioning of the executive branch. The Supreme Court stopping the presidency could seem legal in some cases, but shouldn't be common. If possible, should not even exist. But why is it common? Because we increase in number. Does not condemn the judiciary. For the judiciary is very necessary for the people. Aware the people are not perfect. They also make mistakes in electing presidents. And the judiciary comes in to balance the presidency and the people. We are the government. There have been some struggles, really serious struggles, in this reign of His Excellency President Donald Trump, second term. Since his inauguration to now, there have been no rest. He needs really a break with our coming to our senses. When the court is fighting for us, therefore we the people must question ourselves where we are falling short. We must be able to take this time and work upon our deficits. What are we missing concerning the Constitution? In celebrating independence should be increase of enlightenment. What have we achieved so far of enlightenment to celebrate this Independence Day 2025? The brightest of light it must be at this time. From July 17th, 76, the 4th of July 1776, that commemorates the Declaration of the Independence of the United States of America. When the separation from Europe, white power is only becoming of greater white. The whites of America are not white race, but rather the white mind. If you want to talk about white race, you may go to Europe and then you can differentiate what is actually taking place of being white. That makes the blacks in America of the white mind. Race is erasing. Please take note. The color race is erasing. Human race is dismantling color race by returning to the expected, the mind, the white mind, from the dark age to the present light. Dismantling from the color race. The reason we celebrate Juneteenth. Emancipating self from mental slavery. His Excellency President Donald Trump emphasized after this great bill, beautiful great bill, was passed few days from now. His speech, in which he indicated that the birthright of citizenship was only enabled after civil war because of the black race, children born in America. A time when the black race began to experience the knowledge deficit they've been struggling with. And even of the natives, realizing the barbaric we have been struggling with, not of our nature. We are not animals. We are in dominion of the animals, our subordinates. Acting like our subordinates makes us half a human. Blacks were struggling with why they were being counted like half a human to come to that completion of understanding of how much we have fallen short of our true purpose of being. That started with our first forefathers from Africa, thinking and wondering and pondering all about in search for that inner sanctum, the place of rest we all desire to return to. I did explain a little with the Erickson's 8 stages of human development, from infancy in search for the wisdom age. Infancy is a disability, a struggling mind, reinstating, and wisdom age is its better form, though not perfect, but realizes the journey to perfection. If really the birthright, citizenship, was enabled because of the black race at that time of the Civil War coming to an end, the independence of the black race, meaning the black race becoming the white mind, a transitioning with us today of greater advancement. The combat of being treated like lesser than human by our own selves. How will someone break into your house if you didn't let them? Ignorantly or not, a weakness must be resolved. Pushed into the dust or not, we all know it is about getting out of the dust. We can't stay in the dust because we're pushed by someone else who doesn't want to assist. We know our dignity is not to stay in the dust, but to get out of the dust. You wake up and dust yourself. Rehab is required. If you can assist someone else, why not? But we care. Birthright and civil right has come a long way. Demands not that we misinterpret our purpose of reaching the enlightenment. Birthright is not about increasing in number of the population of our black race, but rather the increase in knowledge of the white mind. The black mind becoming the white mind, even when the white race is also black. A balance we find in search for the enlightenment of perfection. Our ancestors are redirecting us. Our ancestors are walking with us. With all they wrote, is still fulfilling of how it unravels greatness when we become humble. Black or white race must be seeking the inner sanctum, not keeping a diverse world and divisions increasing in number. His Excellency President Donald Trump will not say it that way, but we understand that whoever is illegal in the United States of America is an irony because we are all legal United States citizens. We are all legal white mind citizens. We may really help the young ones redefine the United States of America so they fall not short, struggling with the other nations. Being born in this country is so much responsibility given. To whom more is given, more is required. The head cannot be the tail. The one in dominion cannot be the subordinate, but must understand the subordinate, must understand the tail to lead healthily. We are not our problems, but rather the solutions to the problems. We are wisdom and not the disruption. The reconstruction of the USA requires some shifting, dismantling, and modeling, gently and healthily. It takes therapeutic communication. Common sense is very simple. Some really have great understanding of the complex and still struggle because of the lack of that simplicity of common sense, which is what His Excellency President Trump is bringing to the table of the judiciary. Not trying to belittle the judiciary, but understanding the hard work which the population have enabled on the table of the judiciary of increasing in number. Legally increasing in number is illegal. If we really understand His Excellency President Donald Trump, legally citizens of the United States of America should not be increasing in number, but rather shining light onto the other nations to become expected of the human world. And such will affect the ecosystem, our global world. And also the subordinates of its existence. We have come a long way with the understanding of human health and a true purpose. Does not mean we've just gotten it. We need practice. We need constant practice. While we reflect on this celebration, I hope we begin to seek common sense and simplicity and heal from the complicated of what we've been doing because of our increase in number and embrace simplicity, especially for the young, while at it, educating them to be better. Peace stills the storm, back to peace that has no storm, looking on to perfect peace. Thank you.